Hello, hello. Um, this is our second week, my second vlog in the mental health series that I'm working on, specifically suicide slash teen suicide. Um, Last week I came to you with my story, and I'm just going to recap. My son, May of 2017, took his own life. And my duty, my quest, is to spread awareness. Um, this week, we're going to talk about signs, signs that people might exhibit. So let's have a conversation about signs. Um, one of one of the most direct signs, if somebody just flat out tells you, oh, I'm going to kill myself, going to end it all, I'm going to commit suicide. Um, if I don't get this such and such, if so and so doesn't ask me out, whatever, I'm going to kill myself. Um, Sometimes there is a big seriousness to that. I wish I were dead. Those are very direct. It's very obvious that somebody is unhappy, and probably very seriously thinking. I know, especially with some of the teens that I've spoken with, that a lot of this is a joke. Oh my God, I'm just going to die, or oh, I want to kill myself, or just shoot me now. And it's written off as a joke. Oh my God, I wish I were just dead. But you want to follow up anyways. The most you're going to do is look, a little, you'll be wrong. Okay. It's not stupid, because what happens if you see these signs, if you hear somebody say this and you don't confront them or ask them about it, what happens afterwards, it's too late. There are also indirect verbal clues. And by the way, we will do another segment. Actually, that'll be our next segment on kind of how to ask somebody. But right now we are working on just signs, things that you should watch for. You all know your friends. You know your children. So when I say signs, I want you to understand that it doesn't have to be strong signs. Like I just said, those direct signs. It can be indirect signs. I'm tired of life. I just can't go on. My family would be better off without me. I just want out, or, who cares if I'm dead anyway? Nobody would miss me. I won't be around much longer. Okay, my experience with this, and this is why I say the signs don't have to be big signs. They can be subtle signs. Right after my son first took his life, when I was asked, were there any signs? No, there were no signs. But honestly, me, and I'm sure a lot of other people that are survivors of somebody that they knew completed suicide or took their own life, you question everything. You go back and you look over everything and see everything over and over and over again. You catch every little thing. And this is where I want you to trust your intuition. Some of these signs may be very subtle. With my son, it was ever so subtle. I wrote it off. Oh, he's a teenager now. He's going to have a little bit of attitude. But I go back and I look now and I remember some of our conversations. I remember a conversation 2 days prior to the day he took his life, and he had gotten in trouble for playing, staying up late in the middle of the night. He couldn't sleep and playing video games. And so I went in and I took the Sony away, grounded him from him. And that was Sunday night, and we were talking, and actually that was the day we celebrated his birthday, was that Sunday night. And then we talked that Monday morning, big blowout. He yelled at by his dad that he was doing wrong. You can't be staying up. And then I guess once he and his dad argued and his dad went outside, Gary and I started talking, and as I was like, son, talk to me. What is going on? And he was just in tears. And, he was just like, I'm just tired of it, Mom. And I was like, whoa. I even said to him, whoa, kid, you are scaring the hell out of me. I said, are you talking about, I think I said, are you talking about checking it out? Are you talking about checking out? And he just kind of gave me this funny look. And he's like, no, Mom, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it all. And with that, he kind of started crying. I was like, talk to me. He's like, Mom, I talk to you like 97% of everything. There's just some things I don't want to talk to my mom about. I thought, well, sure. Duh, he's a boy. Of course. And at the time I worked at a mental health agency. So I was like, do you want to go, do you want to go talk to somebody? Do you want to see one of the therapists there? You kind of know them all. Or would you rather go somewhere else where you don't know? And he's like, yes, I would like that. I said, somewhere else, but I would like that. And, I said, okay, great. And I said, I'll go talk to your father and let him know. So I went out to talk to his father, and not in so many words, but his father very much disagreed with anybody messing with his kid's head. So I kind of went in and told Gary, and the conversation went much different than that. But again, these vlogs are my perspective and my viewpoint. So when I came in, one, I did not speak up for what I really felt was important. Was, yes, my son wants to go. He needs to go. I was too afraid to argue the point. And this is what I live with afterwards. So one, always go with your intuition, with what you think. But when I came in and I told Gary what his dad said, at that point, he just rolled his eyes and put his head down, and I saw, I saw the light go out inside. And at the time it just wasn't, I don't know, I just never thought he would think about suicide. And we'd even talked about it, about the emotions he was going to be going through, and the anger, and then so much going on with puberty coming on, and possibilities of feeling suicidal. I mean, he knew all of this. But I said, I'll go into work tomorrow and I will talk with some of the therapists there. We'll make a game plan. And I even called him Tuesday morning at like 9:30 after the meeting was over, after I talked with people at work. So I wasn't even waiting until I got home Tuesday night. I got information, and okay, this is what we'll do. We'll start working on this. And then Wednesday morning, he took his life. So we didn't even have time to try any of that. So this is why I tell you, if your child, even if they're not showing these major signs, subtle signs for a child that doesn't usually show a lot of signs, a slight difference, not sleeping well, talking about being tired all the time, little things like that, I want you guys aware of. Behavioral type clues, okay? Any previous suicide attempt, that's an obvious red flag, okay? If anybody, acquires a gun or starts kind of stockpiling pills, when you've got moodiness and depression and hopelessness just all together, big signs. Putting personal affairs in order. This is more for an older person, but sometimes children and younger people will give away prized possessions. They want to make sure somebody has whatever they want to be taken care of properly after they've decided to go. Even unexplained anger, aggression, or irritability is a behavioral clue. Situations that can occur, that might bring people to a suicidal crisis. Being fired from a job or expelled from school, a recent unwanted move, loss of any major relationship, uh, any major relationship. This, again, does not discriminate. Death of a spouse, a child, or a best friend, especially if by suicide. The chances of somebody that knew the person that took their own lives increase quite a bit for them to have suicide crisis. Be very aware of that if they have a friend that has recently taken their own lives. Sudden expected, like, loss of freedom, or even a fear of punishment. Now, this fear of punishment doesn't have to be like being beaten physically or something like that. It could be they stole something at school and what they might get in trouble. It could be a bad grade, depending on who your child is or who this person is. An anticipated loss of financial security. Somebody loses their job, or a bunch of money has been taken or lost in a stock market, anything like that. Even loss of a cherished therapist, counselor, or teacher. A fear of becoming a burden to others. An illness is a good sign of this, a big sign of this. Somebody feels like they're going to be more of a problem than they're worth. Okay, so this was my episode this week. Guys, at the bottom of the screen, you can see where I can be reached. You can go to the Trendsetter Mentor Group and ask to join on Facebook, the Thriving Women Network. Please pass this on to other people so they can see it. And next week, let's have a conversation about how to ask the question, are you thinking about killing yourself? Guys, I am Dawn. Look me up on Facebook, message me. I'm Dawn QM on Facebook. Again, the address is down at the bottom. Any questions, anything I can help with, or please just keep watching. Tune in to the next vlog because we will go through this step by step together. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for your awareness.